So, in the Srimad Bhagavatam also, Prahlad Maharaj states that Pumsam Sriyam Mithuni Bhavametam Tayor Mitho Hriday Granthi Mahuhu Atha Griha Kshetra Sutapta Vittair Janasya Mohoyam Aham Mameti. So, Prahlad Maharaj is stating that this material world is running completely centered around the attraction between man and woman. So, Mithuni Bhavametam, this Mithuni Bhava, this attraction that exists between man and woman, that is the driving force behind this material world. Every person is working hard and running after money, possessions, and all these kind of things. Why? Ultimately, it boils down to the attraction between man and woman. And like Prabhupada said, in economics, the students are taught that the impulse or the impetus for economic activity is the attraction between man and woman, married life. When a man is married, the impetus for him to earn money is very strong. If a man is alone, if he is single and if he is not married, there is not so much impetus. He does not feel the burden of family life. That is why you will see when during job recruitments, people are asked whether they are single or married. If they are single, the company will expect that this man will not stay for long. He is not married means he will work for a few days, little bit he feels uncomfortable, he will leave and go. Because he is all alone, he is not bothered. He will just, at the drop of a hat, he will leave the job and he will go. Whereas if a man is married, if he has to put in his papers, if he has to put in his resignation paper, he will think 10 times. If I put my resignation tomorrow, what will happen to my family? How will I feed them? First, let me get another job in the hand. Then let me consider giving up this current job. Whereas when a man is single, he will not think all those things. Resign, pannama, okay, hand over resignation letter and walk out. That's all. So the impetus for economic activity comes from family life. Family life means, what is family life? Family life is the coming together of a man and woman on account of their attraction. This is what basically family life is all about. So Prahlad Maharaj is saying that Mithuni Bhava, that attraction, that Bhava, that emotions associated with the union of a man and woman, Hridaya Granthi Mahuhu, it is called a knot in the heart. Just like, suppose you tie somebody's hand and you put one knot. What happens? The hand gets tied. And then that knot, on top of that, you put one more knot. What will happen? It will get firmly tied. You cannot loosen your the knot and what rope has tied your hands. You cannot loosen it. You cannot break free. Similarly, already we have the knot of this body. The bodily concept of life is one knot in the heart, which is tying us to this material world of repeated birth and death. Now, when a man and woman gets combined together by their union, that knot gets hardened by one more knot. 2 times you put a knot, then you cannot pull it apart. If it is one knot, you pull it with a little strength, it will come off. So, bodily concept is one knot. On top of that, you put another knot of the family life. Then what happens? Tayor Mithayo Hridaya Granthi Mahuhu. It becomes a Hridaya Granthi. It becomes a tight knot in the heart to bind us to this material world. So how does this happen? That Ataha Griha Kshetra Suptapta Vittair. The moment a man gets married to a woman, what happens is he will require Griha. He will need a house where the husband and wife can live together. If they don't have a house, how can they consummate their relationship? House is very essential. So he has to work hard, earn money, get a house. And Griha Kshetra. Kshetra means he has to have a source of income. Without a source of income, month on month, how will he maintain his family? Like Tulsi Das, he happened to have a very bad experience in his grihastha life. He was a married man. So after his bad experience in his married life, he said about marriage and about association with women. He said, the association with women is like din ki dakini, raat ki bagini. Pal pal lahu chuse, meaning the woman at home is like a din ki dakini. She is like a blood-sucking vampire during the day. Why? Because the man goes, works hard, earns money, and comes back to the home. What happens? The woman will take all that money and go and spend it. So day after day, week after week, month after month, this man has to slog. And every month he slogs, brings home money, she will take it and spend it. So she is sucking the blood of the man. And then Raat ki Bagini, in the night, she becomes a tigress. Blood-sucking tigress. How? Because in the night, when the man comes home, he has to satisfy her with sex. And sex means what? According to the Shastras, it takes 50 drops of blood to make 1 drop of semen. So practically, every time the man is having sex and discharging semen, he's actually discharging all his blood. So the woman sucks the blood of the man at night, and during the day, she sucks the blood of the man by taking away all his wealth. And pal pal lahu chuse, every moment this woman is sucking the blood. Of course, this this is, we have to understand the context in which he is saying. Tulsidas is saying because of his bad experience with his household life. Of course, it's not that every woman is like that. If the woman is spiritually inclined, then she can become a great asset to the man. There have been so many examples of great women in Vedic history. Kunti Devi, then there is Draupadi, Kunti Devi, Devahuti, the mother of Kapila Dev, Devaki, the mother of Lord Krishna himself. So there are many such examples. But then materially, when materially conditioned man marries a woman who is totally oriented towards sense gratification, then this is the way the world runs. So what happens is, source of income is needed because the family has to be maintained. The wife will want so many, this one, not only the household expenses to be covered, but also the woman will require so much nice dresses, ornaments, going to some kitty party, this, that. So all those have to be satisfied. Man cannot say no to all that. So you need kshetra, you need a source of income, revenue. And then griha kshetra suta. What happens is, eventually what will happen? There will be children. And then children also have to be maintained. Their education has to be taken care. Their future has to be planned. This is another thing that happens. One thing leading to the other. And then griha kshetra suta apta. Then one has a lot of relatives, and one will take one beautiful wife and children and go and show off. See, this is my wife, this is my children. And everybody will say, wow, what a family you have, yaar. And that gives a sense of enjoyment. Ah, see, I'm a very expert guy. See, I've got such a beautiful family. So you need relatives also to show off. If there are no relatives, to whom will you show off your trophy wife and children? So relatives are needed to show off. I got this house, I got this car, I got this job, I got this designation, I got this family, I got these children, I got this wife. These are all meant for a man to show off. And then for all this, what is needed? Vitta, money, 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 sweeter than honey. So man has to slog day and night, working hard to earn money to keep all these things running. And all these things, ultimately, what does it lead to? Janasya mohoyam aham mameti. It increases the sense of I and mine. Who am I? I am this body. And what is mine? Everything related to the body. This body is mine. This is my wife. This is my country. This is my job. This is my house. These are my children. My. Aham mameti. In this way, the man's ignorance only increases. he gets more and more entangled in the fruitive activities of this material world, making his escape from this material world to the spiritual world more and more difficult. So, unless one overcomes this attraction for between the man and woman, a person cannot become free from this struggles of the existence in this material world and liberate oneself and go back to Godhead. So whether one is a man or a woman, for a spiritualist, the most important project in one's life is to overcome the attraction for the opposite sex.